Good morning, all of you. I am Dushant Kumar, physics lecturer in SJT Memorial Public School. I will teach you physics. First unit is electrostatics, and first chapter is electric charge and fields. So, first, what is the electric charge? About 2500 years back, famous Union philosopher Thales observed that when a material named amber rubbed with wool, it acquired the property of attracting light bodies, such as piece of paper, straw, etc. However, this observation was not given any importance about 2000 years. Gilbert discovered, like amber, several other materials such as glass, ammonite, sulfur, etc. also on being rubbed, attracting light bodies. Clearly, this property in the material is developed due to rubbing, that is by friction. On acquiring this property of material is said to be electrified, and the cause due to which this property is developed is called frictional electricity. So, the frictional electricity means the charge developed on the body due to by friction. When we rubbing two substance, one get positively charged and another get negatively charged. So first we deep study about the frictional electricity, that is the frictional electricity, electric charge. Thales observed that when a material named amber is rubbed with wool, it acquires the property of attracting light bodies such as piece of paper. This property of the material developed due to rubbing, and that is by friction. On acquiring this property of material is said to be electrified, and the cause due to which this property is developed is called frictional electricity. So charge is two type, positively charged and negative charge. So how that is two type of electric charge, positive charge and negative charge. Suppose that is the glass rod and that is the silk. After rubbing glass rod with the silk, the glass rod, some electrons flow from glass rod to silk, and the glass rod deficiency of electron and silk efficiency of electron. Glass rod become positively charged and silk becomes negatively charged. And that is the ammonite rod, and after rubbing, and that is the cat skin. After rubbing ammonic rod with cat skin, some electron flow from cat skins to the ammonic rod, and the cat skin deficiency of electrons and that have positively charged, and cat skin have efficiency of free electrons that is negatively charged. It means that we are doing another experiment. We are taking a glass rod after rubbing with silk, and that is the hang by a suspended thread, and that is also positively charged, and we are taking another glass rod and after rubbing with silk and bring near about the first rod. What you see that the both rod move away from to each other. The force on the first glass rod in this direction and the second glass rod in this direction. It means that we conclude that the positive charge and positive charge repulse to each other, and the both rod move away from to each other. And in the same way, we are taking a ammonic rod and after rubbing with cat skin, and that is the hang by suspended by a thread, and we are bring near about the second ammonic rod, and after rubbing with cat skin, we see that the both rod move away from to each other, and force on the first rod in this direction and second rod in this direction, and we observe that the both rod moving away from to each other. And we are taking another experiment, that is the we are taking a glass rod after rubbing with silk and suspended by a thread, and we are taking a ammonic rod and after rubbing with cat skin, and bring near about the first rod. And we see that the glass rod which is positively charged and harmonic rod which is negatively charged, and both rod move towards to each other, and that both rod attracting to each other and that are moved towards to each other. This experiment so that charge is two type which develop in the glass rod rubbing with silk, and other which is developed in the ammonic rod rubbing with cat skin. The first is called positive charge and second is called negative charge. We conclude that like charges repulse to each other and unlike charge attract to each other.